Hi everyone, welcome. I'm James Yotis, Preps Editor here at the Journal, joined again by Ken Sickinger, former Preps Editor, Journal staff writer here. We're going to break down semifinal weekend in Class 5A, 4A, 3A, and 2A this week. We've got 8 games out there to talk about. We're actually going to work our way up the chain this week from 2A to 5A, so if you're looking for the 5A stuff, you're going to have to hang around for a minute. We're going to start with 2A real quickly. Santa Rosa playing Hatch Valley. In one of these games, I think we both like Santa Rosa here. I saw Santa Rosa play Hope earlier this year. I love the single wing. It's so much fun to watch. I wish more teams did this. It's just an entertaining style of football, and they run it so well.
And that's almost why you don't see it and why Santa Rosa is so good with it, because nobody has seen it, and they've run it for years. They do it like an art form.
Yeah, it really is. It's a joy to watch. So we're going to both take Santa Rosa in that game. The other game, a pretty interesting game, Tularosa and Texaco. The 2 and 3 seeds in this game. We're different on this game. I'm going to take Tularosa in a slight upset. I think these teams are pretty comparable. Tularosa, a very high-scoring team. They've got Jim Coleman, the New Mexico State basketball recruit, really good athlete that nobody can deal with. I don't even think you could deal with this kid on a 5A level, really. Should be a tremendously exciting game.
Yeah, I think so. That one could easily go either way, but I'm leaning with the Wolverines just because of the home field.
Yeah, and we should say, of course, Ken and I have not seen either one of these teams. We're doing our best to sound intelligent about these teams. We haven't seen them, obviously, so we're trying to do our best there. Moving on to 3A, we've got Rios and Silver playing in one semifinal this weekend. I think we're both taking Silver. I think it's a strong physical team. Ruidoso's had a great season. Actually, this is the best Ruidoso season in quite a few years that I can remember. But I think we both like Silver here.
Yeah, the Colts have been playing well lately.
Yeah, good physical team. The other game is a rematch of last year's 3A title game. St. Mike's is at Lovington. Lovington beat the Horsemen up in Santa Fe for the state title last December. Totally different team for Lovington. St. Mike's wants payback. They're going to have to drive a long way to get it, but they're going to get it.
Yeah, I have a feeling they will too. These two teams have played in numerous playoff games in the last few years, but I have a feeling this is St. Mike's year.
This is probably the best 3A rivalry, I think, in the state.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. I think we both like St. Mike's to play Silver next week. Moving on to 4A, we've got 2 schools from Valencia County playing Goddard and Aztec this week. We'll start with Friday night. Belen is down at the Wool Bowl to play Goddard. Belen, another one of those teams that's had a fantastic season, but there's no way either one of us is going against Goddard at home. Actually, home or away, frankly. We like the Rockets.
No, I think that's too stiff of a test for the Eagles.
Yeah, Belen's had a good season, but I don't think it goes any further than this. The other semifinal is one of the best games of the weekend. Los Lunas is going up to Aztec. Los Lunas is undefeated, the number 2 seed. Aztec is the 6th seed. They just got done beating Artesia 61-55 in overtime last week. As a matter of fact, Aztec's been over 60 points 3 straight weeks, and Los Lunas has given up 66 points the whole season. This is by far the best chess match, I think, of the weekend, and we're both taking Los Lunas.
Yeah, it's kind of the old unstoppable force and the unmovable object, and Los Lunas is the unmovable object, but I really like their defense. I find it hard to think that Aztec's going to score that many points on them.
Yeah, and if you look at some of Aztec's results, their offense has struggled a bit against some decent defensive teams like Farmington and Piedra Vista, and Los Lunas is way better than either one of them. So even though Aztec is playing at home where they should have a bit of an edge, Los Lunas has a very high-scoring offense itself, so I think Aztec may get its plays, but I think Los Lunas wins this game and advances. So I think we both like Los Lunas to play Goddard next week in the finals. Lastly, we'll get to the 5A games. We will start with Friday night. Sandia's playing Volcano Vista at Milne Stadium. Sandia, the 4 seed. Volcano Vista, the 9 seed, the amazing number 9 seed. They've won 2 games in a row by a single point. I'm going to take the Matadors. I can't get Volcano Vista right. I've stopped trying. I could flip a coin. I'll get it wrong. Volcano Vista could easily win this game. I like Sandia. They're the better team on paper. I think they can be physical enough with Sandia to win this game. But I know you're going to go in a different way this week.
Absolutely. Volcano Vista has been the bane of our existence. We've either one or both of us has gotten them wrong almost every week all season. We just can't figure them out. But the one thing you know about them, their games are close. They're going to come down to the end. And I like the Hawks. They found a way.
The only good news if Volcano Vista loses for me is I don't have to pick them anymore because they've just made me look stupid so many times. So don't listen to me. It should be a very close game. I like Sandia in a close game. I think they do have an edge in the kicking department too, with Craig Kaufman, who also plays quarterback for them. He's been a little dinged up though. Mayfield battered him around a little bit. It'd be interesting to see how he recovers because he was taking a beating the other night against Mayfield. They need him to be healthy. The last game we're going to talk about Saturday afternoon at Wilson Stadium at 1 o'clock. Las Cruces, the number 2 seed. El Dorado, the number 11. We've both taken Cruces, but I personally think this is going to be a very close game.
I do too. I think El Dorado can move the ball on them. Their passing attack is very good, and they've certainly been a lot better in the last few weeks. But I don't see how they stop them, you know, because Cruces just came off putting up 70. I mean, that is an amazing offense right now.
Yeah, here's my issue with this game. If I'm Las Cruces, my pass defense is by far the weakest aspect of this team, and they're going to be playing a team this week that does nothing but pass. Las Cruces defends the run very well, and they're going to play a team this week that doesn't run the ball at all. I have a problem with that. Clovis threw all over Las Cruces, and Clovis doesn't throw the ball at all. El Dorado does nothing but throw. They've got a big athletic quarterback. He's just a sophomore, Zach Gentry, but he sees the field well. He's got 4 or 5 really good targets. They have this short control passing game, a lot like Rio Rancho does, and Rio Rancho gave Cruces trouble with the same kind of offense back in the regular season. So I would not be surprised if El Dorado wins this game by any means, but I don't think we can go against Cruces this late in the season. They're playing the best football of anyone out there. So I think I like Las Cruces and Sandita meet in the finals. Ken likes Volcano Vista and Cruces. It should be fun to watch. Anyway, that's it for us this week. Next week will be our last edition of the season. We'll talk about the state championship games. Until then, you can see all our picks in Thursday morning's journal. I've also got a prep football column in the Thursday edition if you want to read that as well. Anyway, you all have a good weekend. Enjoy the football, and we'll see you next week.